All right. Hey guys, looking at the 4 hour October contract, trying to figure out what is going on here. All the wave fours that I have measured on the smaller degree internal structure have not materialized. This wave four right here is really, really perfection. There's some timing fibs on here that seem to be doing all right. So just making a projection for this to have been wave four, and then wave five should terminate somewhere up in here. If these proportions are going to be correct, meaning the proportion of this wave five is along standards of what Elliott Wave and Avi and all the other professional analysts all say the same thing about the proportions of an ideal wave five in relation to wave three should be between the 618 and 764. And lo and behold, there are some fibs in there for where you would expect a wave five to terminate right in the box. There's also some timing going on there. So that would be worth trimming some longs, depending on what you're doing, somewhere in this box. So, what is going on? Where is the wave four? Because every time on the internal structure, when I'm looking for a wave four, it doesn't really happen. There's too much buying. The bull action is just too strong, and wave fours just are super shallow and short. So now we have a really complex. Over last week, it got complicated in this wave four. Arcady's talking about a potential triangle, so start thinking about that. Whip out the Elliott Wave book, the Proctor book, and check out the part on triangles. I want to say it's figure, what is it, page 41 or 42 or something like that. Anyway, so very possible this comes back down a little bit lower, doesn't make a new low, and then that's a wrap. And then the next time it gets above this top, or if you want to be safe, call it that high, then you're going to knock out and finish wave five. Um, so I'm very disappointed, wanting to make more of a short out of these, but I've stopped out three times, once at a loss, the other two times break even. So at this moment, and I've been wanting a long trade in this box, but it doesn't seem, it may not be in the cards. So if it comes down a little bit lower early in the week, maybe even on Monday, I'll be trying a long scalp, small. All I've been doing is small stuff for the most part. I had a couple big trades, but for the most part, I'm staying small because of where we're at and all the uncertainty. But anyway, so that's the idea. Um, and talking about the longer time frame move, which doesn't really affect how I trade necessarily, but one thing that's interesting to me is on the October contract, price did not make a lower low on May 3rd or May 4th or whatever day that was. Whereas on the November contract, this did make a lower low right there. And also on the continuous contract, it did make a lower low. So, and really what that means, what's the difference? Well, if this really is the bottom of wave four, right? That being the top of a wave three, this being a very long, drawn out wave four, then this is going, at the termination point, we're going to get a wave two, which would come deeper than if this is actually a wave three up here and all you're getting is a wave four. So that will be determined by the nature of the pullback if and when we get up into this box later this week, I suppose, or next week. But that's the deal. So good luck. See ya.